I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. I got total peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got royalty inside my DNA.
Yo, we're back on the grind, man. So today I'm reviewing the God of High School episodes 6 and 7. I watched episode 6 a little bit while back, but I kind of remember like the bigger aspects of it. Had a few key scenes in there that was really important. At least it's going to be important later on. And I'm kind of glad that I watched episode 7 before making this review, because it's a lot of like bait and switches. And even in this episode 7, there's a lot of bait and switches. So we see more information about Jin's grandfather, which his name is also Jin, so I'm just gonna call him Jin's grandfather. And he's being attacked by a group called, and if you're watching this expecting me to know all these names, I'm sorry, this American bro knows how to say regular Japanese names. But he's getting attacked by this group called Nox. And he's shown to be super powerful just like Jin is regularly. But it seems like he's being overwhelmed near the end because they do some like type of summoner thing or whatever. And with this episode, they kind of bring in a lot of world building, and they really actually describe what the hell's been going on with these like JoJo stands, because they call them Charyeok in episode 7 mostly. But yeah, we learned the backgrounds, and we just learned that our main group, Jin, Han, and Mira, they're gonna be facing against people that all know how to do this ability. So everyone else we've seen is like kind of fodder compared to them, I guess. And yeah, and we learned that pretty much all the gods they're using are like, you know, like the Monkey King, dragons, and stuff like that. And if you haven't guessed already, and I rewatched like all the episodes when I was hanging out with my friend, they're hinting at pretty strongly that Jin is like the Monkey King. Like they're hinting at it. They call that guy a monkey all the time. He's a banana that almost kills him and makes him stronger. He acts just like Son Goku, and Son Goku is Japanese for Sun Wukong, and Sun Wukong is the Monkey King. Like, yeah, it's hinting at it pretty damn strong, right? And always see some images, like, you know, certain promotions. So that's gonna have to fit in some way, right? But regardless, the anime is different than the webcomic. Even though it's still following the same thing, it's kind of like a Dragon Ball Super anime and manga ordeal. But regardless, yeah, it goes through that world building a little bit, where, you know, the guy with the scar, and introduces a lot of people that's around that same ballpark of like importance as the scar dude. Like they have the old dude that comes in, and he's trying to teach Jin like different martial arts abilities, like it's like pressure point stuff that we see in the next episode in a funny moment. Then they give character development to the announcer, which is surprising, and the announcer is blind, and he has like a wife and daughter. And he teaches like Mira like how to use her sword abilities better. But then like by the end of the episode, he gets attacked, and then you see that he got replaced. So is he dead? I don't know, because I feel like he's one of those characters that has like, you know, a Charyeok ability. And I feel like they're not going to kill him off just like that. But I don't know. Like again, they did a fake out with one of the commissioners, and I don't know these commissioners' names by heart. But he's like the Joker commissioner with the green hair. By the end of episode 6, it looks like he's died. And the guy's like the guy who like quote unquote killed him is like, haha, I killed one of the strongest commissioners. But we go to episode 7. And at the beginning of episode 6, I forgot to add that Mira just pretty much destroys dude with like some headphones. Like when I can tell in this anime, they give backstory and they give people time for the characters they really care about, right? They didn't care about homie with the headphones. Okay, they just did it. And also I will say that for the tournament, they changed some of the rules so they could keep Mira and Han in the fight, because Jin won like pretty much that little like pre-tournament, but they wanted to have like 3v3s later on, so it's just an excuse to keep those two in there, because the guy with the scar said like, you know, they're also tiger cubs, because he's also supposed to be like the tiger cub guy. But we learn like in the next episode, Jin tries to do that pressure point stuff, and he ends up losing, because it's pretty much like if the main character goes up first when the side characters don't, they're pretty much going to lose, right? That is pretty much how it is. Like, because they just start winning, they're going to win, but like, you know, losing a way to give the other people shine. So he just loses in a funny way, which I like it when this anime does like the whole little chibi thing. I think that's freaking hilarious. But we get two characters that give really big character development for. I can't remember their names, but we pretty much got a chick who looks like Karen from or Karin from Naruto, and you got another guy where he's called the hardworking man. He has like green hair. I really like the backstory they give to these two characters, because the guy with the green hair, the hardworking dude, he's like 38 years old, and pretty much his backstory is a guy who kept failing in high school, but he never gave up and everything. And everyone's making fun of him. And you have like the Karen, Karin chick. She's pretty much a person that's like, I'm never gonna be a failure like him, and proceeds to lose in a sword battle, and she learns to like give the guy respect, right? And again, this is great storytelling. Again, they care about the characters they care about, right? The pacing's like over the top, like it has been consistently throughout this series so far. I'm not gonna lie, the whole hardworking number 7 attack crap is corny as hell. It's the corniest thing ever. When he's doing his little, like, because they do this thing and they're not explaining any martial arts, right? But, at least, like, Jin has Taekwondo. Han, he's got like just straight up like karate or like a mixture of street fighting, and Han's got like this like magical samurai stuff going on, right? This dude just says hard worker number 5 punch. I'm just like, that is the corniest shit I ever seen, dude. But yeah, that becomes a thing because he's fighting Han. But again, then he summons his Charyeok, right? Which we've established that everyone to this point is gonna be able to use a Charyeok, and he has like a hammer. And he does something cool. He does like he does something called like Thor's hammer, which I think is pretty cool. But again, he loses to Han, and they use some reuse animation, which is the first time they've done it so far in this series, at least the one I've noticed. But he does like Azure Dragon, and he pretty much beats the guy's Charyeok. So we can tell our characters are pretty much strong enough they can beat low tier Charyokis. So that's interesting. In the background, we learned that the Joker commissioner, or like the guy with the green hair, because each commissioner has different colored hair, like his Kuroko no Basket in this thing. We pretty much learned that he's alive. And again, also one thing that's pretty interesting, they changed the opening for this. So in the original opening, they had all the people that pretty much got bodied in the first beginning episode in the opening, and they decided to switch it up, and they have the commissioner. They have different characters they introduced in episode 6, like the dude with the shark abilities that we're gonna see later on, and the dude is stopping him from using his shark abilities. So that's interesting. But yeah, we learned that he's alive, and he pretty much is too strong for the guy that tried to kill him anyway, because the guy has like some type of like snake Charyeok. Then he pretty much is getting ganged up on with like a dude with blue hair and a chick who likes to curse a lot, and they all try to like gang up on him. And he gets saved by the commissioner with the dragon Charyeok, and the dude's black, which, hey, I think that's really cool. He's like a black dude with, of course, white hair, because anime loves that thing. Good thing he didn't have lightning ability, because that'll fit the whole black character trope of like having white hair and like lightning abilities. But yeah, I love his Charyeok, pretty badass. He has like fire spears he's doing, and these Charyokis are big as hell, by the way, like over the top. Can't wait to see like of course, Jin's Monkey King Charyeok, and whatever the hell Han has, whenever hell Mira has. That's going to be really epic to see. But really great animation for those fights, especially the Joker one. He really is living up to like his hype of being one of the stronger Charyokis. I like his little sword ability. So they pretty much end up eventually winning that fight with like with the pretty much the teenager and the one that curses the most. They end up escaping, but the main dude that attacked the Joker the Joker commissioner, he ends up like doing a self detonation attack, which is like RIP, I guess. His character was done pretty quick, but we cut back, and so Han beat the hard worker dude, and Mira fights the Karin looking chick, and she has like this like freaking lightsaber ability. And funny enough, since I'm rewatching Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm just like, is that Kuwabara's like long lost daughter right there with the blade? But pretty much without a Charyeok, Mira ends up beating her with like a sidekick. But again, I like those two characters. It ends up like with the hard worker telling her like, hey, you can always keep trying again, which I think it's just pretty cute, right? I really like how this show is doing it. But we cut into like the next fight, and it's the shark dude with his like abilities. Again, I'm gonna learn these guys' names. You gotta give me time. And he's fighting a new group, and man, you can tell this anime did not care about that new group, because the dude proceeds to, looks like he pretty much killed the dude with his shark ability. Like he pretty much like gnaws the hell out of him with them shark teeth. but it ends up later the dude's alive, and like the homegirl cuts in to like stop him from doing that. But this man does not care about that whole men shouldn't hit women thing. This man is stomping on her like a pimp. And Mira tried to stop Jin from interfering because that's what Jin did earlier in the series, but she doesn't know that Han is going to interfere. And Han interferes, and and like, you know, the new announcer kind of tries to stop the whole ordeal, but the dude that just got bodied by the shark dude, he comes in with a lightning blast, which is kind of interesting. But again, did this nigga die or not? Like, is deaths allowed in this tournament? Because it looked like he died like earlier, because it's like blood everywhere, but the dude comes up but he only has like an injury towards his eye. So I don't think Nano Machine's gonna save those injuries. So yeah, man, that's the end of the episode. I know the commissioner's gonna live. I'm really on the fence if the announcer's gonna live, but I'm assuming he's gonna live too. Like, I feel like the death stuff is not too over the top in this anime so far, other than, like, you know, of course, like Han's best friend died of cancer and stuff like that. Also, Jin's grandfather, we learned that the dude's missing an arm. That arm still looks buff as hell, but yeah, that attack that he was fighting in the Nox with is definitely left some damage on him. I don't know if he can have some type of Charyeok where he can like put the arm back or anything. But yeah, I like the world building so far. Again, I'm just gonna start complaining about the pacing. The pacing just is what it is, man. Even and we're on like Crunchyroll, because most likely a lot of y'all using Crunchyroll because Kick-Ass Anime or whatever is not on. It got shut down. So if you're on Crunchyroll, they have a link to the webtoon. So if you haven't read the webtoon, I'm gonna read it eventually once the season's over, because I think the season's probably gonna have 15 episodes. But yeah, for the episode 6. I'll give it, like, you know, it's an average episode. I'll give it like a 6, because you know, I like that they're explaining what the hell these stands are, or these Charyokis are, and I like that, you know, they're giving Jin and Mira some like more mentors to help with their abilities. So I think it's like a strong 6 to 7. This episode, I'll give it a strong 7. Actually strong 7 to 8, because I do like the animation when the commissioners was fighting the assassins from Nox. I really do like just like the overall storytelling for like the hard worker chick. I mean, the hard worker dude, and the Kareen looking chick from who's fighting Mira. I really liked it, so I'll give it a strong 7 to 8 for this episode. And you got an obvious villain with the shark dude. The shark dude, if he killed that guy, then he's like definitely the next guy up for Jin or Han to fully beat, man. So really like what's going on, man. Again, this is a guy who hasn't read the webtoon. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far. I'm going to continue my rewatch of Yu Yu Hakusho because I'm going to keep mentioning that every single time now. So yeah, man, definitely like these episodes. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. SonTj, peace. Love you all.